Ripple started with cross-border payments and selling into financial institutions. We now have hundreds of financial institutions. We've done millions and millions of transactions, billions and billions of dollars. But I do view it as an enterprise blockchain company as opposed to just payments.
Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1. We were born with the mission of moving money like information moves today.
Mr. Gupta, what advice do you have for people to endure the bear market?
So very simply, 2 things. So 1, be in it for the long term. And then 2nd, invest in projects, protocol that are building for real use case, real utilities. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it right, and we will not rest.
You take the red coin, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
If you got a bag, welcome to the party. Welcome back to some more Moon o'clock news. No breakfast, no coffee, just straight extra foolishness. Shout out to the latest sub. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in. Go ahead, throw on those pilot shades, XRP commanders, because the future is extra bright. And let's go full speed, full throttle into the cryptoverse. We got the total global cryptocurrency market cap today at 1.03 trillion, up about 2.7% in the past 24. We got XRP 32.5 cents, down about 1.3 in the past hour. BTC right under 20K, ETH right under 1,600, and Stellar XLM in the number 30 spot, about 10.5 cents. Down about 1.5% in the past hour, up about 0.3 in the past 24. We got an update here on the voting for XLS20, the amendment for NFTs on the XRP ledger. Status, not yet enabled, but 32 yays, 3 nays. We're on our way. 91.43% consensus. NFTs almost here. Be careful out there with your cryptocurrencies, emails, links that you're clicking. Never send out or type in your private keys anywhere. It is a scam, and they will drain your crypto bags. Ripple says we can't wait to be back in person for our flagship event, Ripple Swell Global in London. London ready. November 16th through the 17th. Attendees will hear from our leaders across crypto payments, financial services, economic policy, and much more, all running on the XRP ledger. New design, Who Dis, a new proposal for XRPL sidechains, introduces a piece of the puzzle called Witness to simplify implementation and improve efficiency. The XRP ledger sidechains redesigned. NFTs are reshaping many industries across the globe. Our latest Insight blog examines how NFTs can contribute to a more sustainable future by bringing much greater trust and scalability into the carbon markets and leveling the NFT playing field. Utility-based NFTs, a greener future through NFTs. While utility-based NFTs are a potent tool for reshaping many industries, there is perhaps no use more important to the future of the planet than their ability to bring trust and scalability to carbon markets. The XRP ledger is fast becoming a blockchain of choice for carbon credit NFTs because it is cost efficient, secure, robust, inherently green by design. What's more, that the XRP ledger uses significantly less energy than proof-of-work blockchains. Proof-of-work doesn't work. With that minimal energy used being fully offset by carbon credits, taken together, these capabilities make the XRP ledger a powerful platform for carbon offset initiatives. First, we started with cross-border payments. Watch out, NFTs, we're coming to take over. Remember this, whatever it is, Mr. Intuitive says, it'll need a bridge to get to the other side.
All right, fam, just remember this. All the banter about who's right, who's wrong, what the future of money's going to look like. They're just arguments. The more you can dig, educate yourself, and find out the truth. But regardless, endless fiat or asset-backed currency, whatever it is, it will need a bridge.
The AI for years the FUD was Ripple is a great company, but we just need to see the purpose of XRP. All lies driven for years that yes, Ripple is a great company, but XRP was always the end game, and they knew it. They can't stop it. Bags packed. Speaking at Swell this year, Crypto Eddie says, XBAT is speaking. If you ask me to speculate, looks like the on-demand liquidity corridor is open from Sweden to Thailand and Citibank in the mix. All roads lead to the bridge. The Ripple net is liquid wet. Nikita says, I had the honor to interview Managing Director of Ripple, Mena, and the SEA, Navin Gupta. Stay tuned for the full episode.
Mr. Gupta, what advice do you have for people to endure the bear market?
So very simply, 2 things. So 1, be in it for the long term. And then 2nd, invest in projects, protocol that are building for real use case, real utility, and they're building long term. So then you'll be all right.
HODL and fiddle.
HODL that HODL, we're coming to snatch up that top prize. XRP, the king of utility. Riz XRP. XRP, the new standard.
I mean, what is the next move, on Ripple's roadmap, in your opinion? To put you on the spot here.
No, it's very simple. So I think one thing, if there is one message that you can get in this room is Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1. And some of it comes from our Silicon Valley arrogance. Some of it comes from, that's the reason 6 years ago, we were born with the mission of moving money like information moves today, right? And we are making it possible working with the existing ecosystem. So I think this is a key differentiator about Ripple. And that's the reason we are a monoline company. Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. We'll make a difference to everybody who's present in this room. And once we have made the difference, then only we will look at something else. So we are like Google is for search, Ripple is for remittances. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it right, and we will not rest.
Welcome to the Google, Amazon of the blockchain space, XRP. Hidden in plain sight, putting a dent in the universe. Where will you be when that rocket lifts off? XRPBAGS.CRYPTO says, thanks Digital Asset Buy for sharing our XRP chart. FSRF is the abbreviation for Fib Speed Resistant Fan. XRP alt rally coming, and Congress watching Ripple Twitter. Law of Attraction says, weekly breakout XRP versus BTC. Fireworks in the making. Crypto Eddie says, only 832 views on this coin agenda upload. Ripple is in a position to compare to Amazon circa 1997. Amazon in those days was Amazon Books. Today, obviously, it does a lot of things. I think of Ripple like Amazon. Our first vertical, books, is to cross-border payments for Ripple.
My viewpoint is there are lots of use cases for blockchain technologies in the enterprise. Knowing how to sell into, knowing how to engage from a customer success point of view and get enterprises using blockchain technologies to improve the efficiency of lots of different kinds of transactions. We're just at the beginning of that journey. Ripple started with cross-border payments and selling into financial institutions. We now have hundreds of financial institutions. We've done millions and millions of transactions, billions and billions of dollars. But I do view it as an enterprise blockchain company as opposed to just payments. I was talking with a gentleman named Jose back here in the back about the ecosystem that Ripple's really creating around other enterprise use cases. And there's a lot going on. And I think Ripple is in a position that I compare to Amazon circa 1997, where Amazon at those ages, which you and I will remember, it wasn't Amazon, it was Amazon Books. The name of the company was Amazon Books. And it competed with Borders and Barnes & Noble. Today, obviously, it does lots of things. I think of Ripple, our first vertical, the books is to cross-border payments for Ripple.
Cross-border payments in the bag. Watch out, NFTs, also Blur Networks on the way. Library.com says, for the record, we've never been contacted by any federal government regarding voluntary content censorship. Every big tech company should be public about how, who, when, and what are these requests. Michelle says, thanks to Uphold Inc. for finally adding Hedera network support, I was able to successfully withdraw my HBAR to cold storage. The verdict is in for El Salvador, and we already knew this, but Bitcoin experiment, it failed. That's because proof of work doesn't work, and now we're switching over to the new XRP standard. Crypto Vinco says Bitcoin has barely even completed 5% of this bear market. Have patience, folks. Bitcoin will bottom out in the next 2 months. Halving cycle analysis. If you check above the halving cycles chart, there are some key observations in cycles. And it looks like, according to this, we could be headed up for a pre-halving pump and then back down until we hit that next halving date. And taking a look here at the Bitcoin halving cycle, if you take a look at each of these halving dates, starting here with July 2016, you can see after this halving date, Bitcoin's bull run and then hitting the top. Same thing for our most recent one, May 2020. Right after the halving day, you can see the action starting to pick up and BTC hitting this double top here. We got our next halving date coming up April of 2024. The Bitcoin halving is the term used to identify the block reward subsidy schedule. The Bitcoin block reward is cut in half every 210,000 blocks. When is the next Bitcoin halving? The next Bitcoin halving is scheduled to take place in 2024. at block 840,000. On April 11th, 2024, the Bitcoin block reward is scheduled to drop from 6.25 Bitcoins per block to 3.125 Bitcoin per block. So the new halving coming up. And as per this cycle here, you can see after the halving date is usually when things start to pick up. Before that is usually a bear market. So most recently we had the May 2020 Bitcoin halving. And as you can see here, the double top. And now currently, according to the cycle in the bear market, we could be having a pre-halving pump like we did back here around June of 2019. But according to the cycle, BTC will continue to fall and go down lower until this next halving date here. And then things will start picking back up according to this cycle if we are still following this BTC halving cycle here. And if we take this previous cycle here from the top to right after the halving date and we lay this over to our most recent top here, you can see BTC will continue to drop lower, possibly a pre-halving pump here, but more downside until this next halving date. And then right after the halving date is when things start to pick back up. Also, if we take the previous one from back here and we lay this over, we pretty much get the same thing. If we lay this over to the top here, you can see BTC, according to the BTC halving cycle, will continue to drop up until that next halving date. Bags packed, anything can happen, but the next date is Thursday, April 11th, 2024. We shall wait to see what happens. The World Economic Forum entire plan exposed in just 60 seconds. This is what attacks against the Dutch farmers are really about.
At a time of food shortages and supply chain problems, you are targeting the second biggest exporter of food in the bloody world to destroy its farming base. Why are you doing that? If people depend on you for what's left of the food, you control them. Where food is abundant and cheap, you do not control them. Where energy is cheap and abundant, you do not control them. Scarcity equals dependency equals control. And that's why they're targeting the food chain, they're targeting the energy supply, they're targeting everything.
Joe Katz, another cryptic tweet here. Son, Dad, do you believe in ghosts? Dad, no, son, there's no such things as ghosts. Son, well, our maid said there are ghosts. Dad says, pack your bags now and meet me in the car. Son, what, why? Dad, we don't have a maid. Bags packed. And when we blow, ain't no told you so's. We gonna be ghost. Big Bullzilla says, boom, 50K per XRP. We're right on track.
If they do that, we believe the value would be higher than it was in September and October of 2021 when we were throwing out 25,000, 37.5 a coin.
So it would be a higher price than the previous prediction.
Probably in the 50,000 now, I would think. We haven't brought the numbers down, but I'm just thinking about all the additional trillions of dollars that got pumped in to the economy.
The debt, yes.
The fact, the Fed right now is really the only participant in our economy. They're basically issuing all the money. That's going into the big banks, and then the big banks are selling, and the hedge funds are selling their crap fucking debt.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I pass on this?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
They're selling their crap debt back to the Fed, and the balance sheet's going parabolic.
Yeah.
That being said, Bagman and Bag Ladies, the bear market equals life-changing opportunity. XRP, 32.5 cents. The opportunity of multiple lifetimes still at hand. And the longer they take, the more we get, and the higher we climb on that XRP rich list. We'll see you at the tippy top. Weakness, none. Resistance to FUD. Retreat costs, 589. We'll see you at the tippy. I am the XRP Bagman, the Moon Commander. Currently up here on the mothership, stuffing some bags and enjoying the show. Appreciate you stopping by, tuning in, smashing those likes for some more Moon O'Clock News. Hope y'all continue to stay extra bullish out there. Continue holding those good vibes. Remember to sell the FUD. Buy up that bag, and don't forget to spread that liquid love. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to drop a subscribe, drop a comment down below. All the OG diamond hands out there, drop a comment down below and drop an elbow on that like button. We'll catch you up here top floor for the moon party. BYOB, be your own bank. Peace out, Crypto Ghost.
You sold your soul, missed out on the show. I'll be space side, enjoy the space ride. Space side of them spaceships, all it took was patience. I didn't mind waiting, added more bags to my savings. The opportunity at hand, now these bags are high demand. And we shooting past the grand, all that bud got knocked out. Now they at the witness stand, reminiscing on these days. Loading up another briefcase, days in and days out. We didn't play around, the opportunity shake us out, but guess what now?